Alright, here we go. I decided to build a new disc instead of raping the one that I already have. This one has an idea of using rubber bands on the ends, maybe to keep the weights in there to see. Well, we'll give it a shot. Maybe that'll make it a little easier to fine-tune it. Right now those are drying though. I've got a CD here that we need to mark up so we know where 12 and 2 and 4 and 6, 8 and 10 are. We'll be back. Alright, I've got my asterisk laid out. You're probably wondering how I measured that. Well, I made a mark on the edge of the CD, put it at the millimeter mark, and I just waited until it was approximately where it should be, which told me that each side was 19 millimeters, or 19 centimeters long, so that meant 6.3-ish. And that's how I got that. But we'll be back. Okay, we're back. We've got magnets. We've marked them so the same polarity is marked all the way up the magnets. We've got our rods. They might be a little smaller since they look like they're going to be pretty big on that. Let's put some magnets on it and see how long they are, but I think I might want it shorter. Be right back. Alrighty there. You see we got two of the rods drying out. Trying to put a little more glue around the outside, hoping it'll puff up a little bit and that'll be the contact points and create less friction. But that being the case, I gotta flip them a lot. So now it's time for FID. I suppose I could have used those for rods, but it's kind of expensive to get this, to get those, to build that. Be back. Alright, we're back. It's later in the evening. This was the new idea for tubes. This is so I can interchange different lengths, different magnet strengths and everything. You'll notice they're all notched on the end. You see that? And the rubber bands are stuck in the notches. That should be enough to keep the rods in the tubes. We'll be back. Alrighty then. As you can see, we've got the new one, we've got the bands in, we've got the rods in the tubes. They needed a little shaving before they would work. And now I need to get a cutting board and mount this, because then it will allow me to place magnets in different places and see how I can get this thing working. The only other bummer is I'm probably going to have to build yet another one of these CDs because according to the latest hints that have been given out, it would help if each of those rods were 33% longer than the diameter, the width of the CD. So we might have to do that as well. But now you get the basic idea, and you know how I've been doing it, so... Alright, there we got it. In its present incarnation. I went back to the fixed ends and the longer rods since the rubber band. Talking about that. And I just had the rods popping out at inconvenient times. So anyway, I went back to this one just for grunts and giggles. I have found out that this has a much better horizontal spin than it does a vertical one. That's my fault. But you'll see that I do have a traction going on, just like Dusty does, and seems to be going pretty good. I've got those magnets in the modeling clay angled towards me. As you can see, it's been worked a little bit. We do have the other side right here with repelling magnets. So it looks like I've got to back this off a little bit. catching right in there. If we can get past that hump. It'll react a little different vertically, I believe. But I've got to get the clay to stick to this, and I've got to get my weights right, and this is where I'm at. Talk to you soon. Okay, here we are. This is the latest realized concept of this, but as you'll see, it's not quite perfect. Actually, I didn't listen well enough, and I think my finger is too close to the axis of the wheel. It does pick up the magnet, but it's just not making it all the way. Magnets are mounted in that modeling clay facing up. Mounted in this one, facing down. I think I just need a bigger wheel. Better spokes and more weights and lots of other neat stuff, but it's close enough. I can tell where my sticking points are. I can figure out a way to fine-tune it and make it a little more permanent than the modeling clay. And we might be off somewhere. But I think Dusty's going to beat me. See you soon.